doing? Welcome, welcome to this beginner's yoga. So all you need for this is yourself and a mat or something comfortable to work with down on the floor. So let me just move this up a little. Great stuff. Give it a second. Okay, beginner's yoga. So some nice simple movements. It's about half an hour practice just to get you moving and breathing this morning. So we're going to start with the bouncing, of course, just to jig it all up. Bring the arms up. Let's wake it up. And shake it out. Remember, the reason we do this is to get all the systems in the body activated. So, especially if it's a morning practice, we need to wake up that lymphatic system, get the fluid and the blood and everything moving around the body after lying in our slumber for however many hours. So it's just good to jig it all up, a bit like a snow globe, kind of, get it all moving. And now I'm going to do a little twist as well. We can stop the bouncing there and do the twist, waking up the spine. A little massage to the internal organs. And if you keep the feet down on the floor as well, it helps to just move the legs. And let's just breathe nice and deeply. Lovely, then the arms just hit off the body. And then let it swing back to the middle, and let's have a little stretch up. So breathing in, stretching out, bring the hands together and breathe out. So make this an active stretch. So what we're doing is kind of reaching slightly behind and lifting up, looking up at the hands, and then reaching out as if you're trying to reach the edges of inside of a balloon, if you like. Reach it up. And reach it out. You can feel the chest lifting up, and let's roll the shoulders back. Just breathing nice and deeply as you do. Lovely. We could bring them forward. Just breathing steady through this. And I'd like to end with a couple going back as well. Excellent. We're going to bring the hands into fists, but not tight fists, so just the fingers curled in. And we're going to rotate the wrists as we go out to the side. This is called Upa Yoga from Isha Yoga. And we're just going to rotate as we come in. So rotate the hands out to the side as you go out. And then rotate in as you come in. And let's see if we can do that with the breath as well. So take a breath in and out. Let's just take one more breath just to get a hold of that breath. Take a breath in and out. Now on the next in breath, taking the hands out. So take a breath in and out. Same thing going above the head, so breathing in and breathing out. Take two more above, breathing in and breathing out. noticing tension within the wrist, breathing in and breathing out. Lovely, shaking off the hands. We're going to take a reach up, and as we reach up, so I'm reaching with my right hand, I'm going to shift my hip over to the right. And then shift my hip over to the left. So let's work that with the breath now. So breathing in, over to the right. Looking up if you can. Breathing out as you come down. Breathing in, over to the left. Let's have a few more. Should feel that nice stretch down the side. Oh, I feel so good. Let's do another one on each side. So shifting the hips over to the side. And last one over here. And bringing it back. Now taking the feet a little bit wider than hip distance. We're going to circle the hips round in a full circle. Unwinding those hips if you like, especially if you've been doing a lot of sitting, or perhaps even just doing a lot of exercise. When the DOMs start to hit and everything starts to ache a little bit. Ooh, watch where you're going with balance. Lovely. And back to the Sanson. We're going to lift the hip up and take it out to the side. Working at external rotation of the hip. Nice and slow with the breath. And let's come back. A little bit more awkward coming back. Really works your balance as well as the strength in the legs. Let's have one more. Go over to the other side, up and back. We can get our hips mobilized. This really helps to get everything else moving as well. Let's have one more and then we'll take it forward. Remembering to breathe nice and steady as you do it. Slow and controlled. Last one. Lovely. And then give it a little shake out. We're going to do our connecting heaven and earth. One of my favourites, and it's a very old movement, so it crosses over all the cultures as in a form of exercise. So I think if something's been around for so many thousands of years, I think doing it daily is probably a good thing. So this is why we do it so often, because it's so good. So when you're doing this, make sure you get that nice bend in the wrists. One hand up here, one hand down there, because this is opening the energy channels down the arms. We have a lot that go down to the hands. But also, if you're working on computers quite a lot, it really helps to stretch out the forearm. So it's got numerous benefits. It's a very simple move. Simple is always best. If you can get something great from a really simple movement, that's gold. Let's just repeat that. So bend the knees, breathe in, sweep the arms up like we did at the beginning, palms together, and as you breathe out, bring the hands down, bend the knees slightly. Breathing in, taking the right hand up, left hand down, bending at the wrist, stretch through the body, and breathing out. Breathing in, stretching up, and breathing out. Right side, breathing in, feel that lovely stretch extending through the body. Connecting heaven and earth So we're reaching up to the skies, pushing down to the earth. And on this one we're going to fold forward gently. I'm just turning to the side so you can see. And release down. I can feel my back is very stiff today. So just allow that out breath to release everything. Release your head. Release your shoulders, your arms completely. Let go and surrender to that posture. Releasing it off completely. Let's just take a few more breaths here. Out breath is always the release. And you can get a little bit more once the muscles relax. So we're never forcing it down. You can have a little bend in the back of the legs as well because we want to stretch into the back. And then we're going to bend the knees, squeeze the bum, and you're going to take your hands into a figure of 8. So 2 hands swishing that figure of 8, coming up slowly. Taking all the way up, drawing that infinity sign all around you. And then take both hands to the ceiling, take a breath in, and as you breathe out again, reach for the inside of that balloon. Lovely, it feels so good. Okay, so we did a lot on the floor last week, so we're going to do a bit more standing this time. So we're going to get into our warrior 2 posture. So let's see how warrior we are today. So I'm just going to step the feet out. Get a bit more used to it. You'll probably be jumping your feet out. And I'll put my trousers up. Okay, so we want to stand with the warrior. You want to be, your wrists want to be in line with your ankles roughly. So that's kind of a rough guide of how far your feet want to be apart. Obviously, if that feels unsafe, then maybe you've gone too far. So you want to feel strong in whatever length you've stepped out. So I'm going to, even though it might be opposite to what you're watching, I'm going to turn my right leg. So I'm going to pivot on the right heel and place that down. I'm going to bend the right knee. So one thing I want to check here is that my knee's facing over the toe, that it's not kind of fallen in and that it's going in that direction. It's all going in that direction, as is the arm, and the left arm is coming behind. So a little thing to check is that your back foot is nicely grounded down. So you feel your pinky on the pinky, are they called pinkies on your feet? Sure. So your little toe is fixed down to the floor and you're in this posture. So your knee is above your ankle and that you're not gone over too much there. So you're staying above your ankle. And you are in your warrior posture. So taking some nice deep breaths here. Should feel nice and strong here in this posture. So pulling the arms away, looking down the middle finger as we kind of hold that posture there. Lovely. Let's take one more breath. And then bring the hands back to the hip. And we're going to switch straight to the other side. So taking the left foot out and then coming into the posture here. Feeling grounded on that right foot. Looking down. You can look back as well. Make sure your back arm is shoulder height too. And then you're just going to breathe into this posture. It's a great posture just to settle in and feel warrior-like. We kind of move when we do the more advanced yoga or just regular yoga. We tend to flow in and out of this posture quite a lot. Sometimes just holding it and embracing our warrior is good as well. Okay, so let's straighten that leg, bring it back, and you're going to step it back and give those ankles a little stretch. You should feel a bit of stretch in your legs And let's just go back to this one again, just to feel that nice stretch in the hips. To stretch it out from the warrior. So taking that hip out to the side. And breathe in. Lovely. One more each side. And then we're going to go down to the floor. So let's do it with a forward roll, but come into the front of your mat. Let's take a breath in. As you breathe out, round the shoulders, drop your chin down. Take your hands down the front of your body. You're just going to roll down in a forward bend. And then again, just dangle down here. Feeling that nice stretch. And then taking your hands to the floor, so you need to bend your knees to reach the floor, that's fine. And you're going to step out with your right foot, and then we're going to drop the right knee to the floor. So we're in this nice lunge position now. So what we're going to do is come up here and reach the arm up, and you can flatten that back foot to go for this wonderful lunge stretch. So you're feeling it here in the hip flexor, and you're squeezing your bum as you come into this stretch. Lovely. So my right leg is back and my right arm is up. I'm going to take my right hand down and I'm going to lift my left arm up. So I've got a nice side stretch here. Breathe in steady. Let's have one more breath. And then releasing that hand down. We're going to curl your back toe, bring it back up to our forward bend. And we're going to go onto our left leg, lunging it back, dropping the knee, flatten that foot. Use your leg if you want to hoist yourself up. Hoist, it's a good word in the morning. And bring yourself into this lovely stretch. And you breathe in steady through. And remember, you don't go into any pain. You just want to find that wonderful stretch and just relax into it. So have one more breath here, and then the left hand's going down to the floor and the right hand is coming up. And you're breathing steady. So always noticing the breath and focusing on trying to get nice steady breaths. You never want to hold the breath. Lovely. Bring that hand down. We're going to release the leg and just wiggle your hips side to side. Let's take it down to a child's pose. So taking the knees wide and sitting back, stretching forward. If your head doesn't reach the floor, you can balance it on your hands or grab a cushion or something to support your body as you reach forward. And you're going to walk your fingers forward if you've got your arms out, so you get that extra stretch in the upper back. And breathe deeply into your back. So feeling the rib cage expanding in the back. Lovely. And then coming up onto all fours, we're going to go for a thoracic stretch called threading the needle. Back a little bit. So I'm going to take my left hand, take a breath in, reach it up to the side, and as I breathe out, we're just going to reach through, but we're not going to hold, so you're just going to reach. And then next in-breath, come up, and breathe out, stretch through. And again, breathe in, and breathe out. This time you're going to put the palm facing down and come down to rest on your shoulder if that's comfortable. And feel that lovely stretch in the thoracic area. And breathe. Lovely. Coming back out. Let's go to the right side. Taking a breath in. And breathing out. Reaching under. Breathing in. Stretching up. And breathing out. And last one. Breathing in. Stretching up. And breathing out. Palm down. And just stretch through. Just taking some nice deep breaths here. And then coming back up. Lovely. So if your knees are still okay, we're going to do a little rock back and two. So you're going to breathe in as you come back and breathe out as you go forward. Breathing in and breathing out. In and breathing out. So just warming up the back. Let's have one more. Lovely, and bring it into cat-cow, so bringing the knees underneath the hips. We're going to do a cat-cow of the lower back. So take a breath in and tip the pelvis back, dropping the belly, but we're not going for full cat-cow, so we're just focusing on the hips. Tucking under. I'm going to change what I said about the breathing. Breathing in, tucking in, and breathing out, taking the hip back. So we just want to get that shift of the pelvis back and forward, and this will really help to loosen up the lower back, especially if you've been sitting a lot. Let's have one more. Breathe it in, breathe it out, and then bring it back to the centre. We're going to look over the shoulder, take a breath in, looking over the shoulder, bringing the tailbone round to meet, and then as you breathe into the middle, out as you look over the side, breathe into the middle, out as you look over the side, and one more to the other side. Breathe in and breathe out, and then come back to the centre. Let's get off the knees, take your legs out, and give them a little shake, your arms a little shake. Lovely. Okay, we're going to finish off with a little bit of breathing. So if you need to have a cushion, you can pop a cushion underneath your bum just to bring the hips forward, so sit on the edge of the cushion, and that's if you feel that you sit rolled back in a cross-legged position. Just helps to kind of bring the hips forward, or if you want to get entangled with your feet, you can. See how you feel. So we're going to do a little bit of breathing. I just want to start off with a little flowing breath. So take a breath in, reach over to the side. I'm going to switch straight to the other side. In and out. In and out. In and out. Lovely. Back to the centre. We're going to finish off with some, let's do a little bit of nasal breathing. This is really great for bringing balance to the body and reducing stress and anxiety. So you're going to take your hand and use your thumb, your little finger or your ring finger, whatever touches of the right hand We're going to start the breathing through the left nostril. You're going to breathe in through the left nostril, breathe out through the left nostril. Change the finger over to stop the nostril on the other side. Breathe in through the right and out through the right. And we're going to finish on the left. And we are going to do 3 minutes of this breathing. I will get something to just prop myself up as well. More comfortable breathing. There we go. So, taking the left hand and putting it in your lap. And then, if you can, get your ring finger and little finger together in your thumb. If you can't, don't worry about it. Okay, so we're going to close off the right nostril and take a deep breath into the left nostril, full inhale and a full exhale, but nice and gently, don't force the breath. And closing off the left nostril, a full inhalation to the right and a full exhalation to the right. You're going to close off that right nostril, full inhalation to the left, full exhalation to the left. Closing off the left side, full inhalation to the right, full exhalation to the right. So just keep that going as I'm talking. So the idea is we take in the deepest inhalation you can. You can close your eyes as well. But it's not a force. Imagine there's a feather just below the nose and you don't want to disturb that feather. So you're taking deep breaths, but they're not coming out with force. So just keep doing that. Full inhalation to the left, full exhalation to the left, and then over to the right, same thing. And we're just going to keep that going for a couple of minutes. And then when I say finish the cycle, you're going to carry on wherever you are, but finish off breathing on the left. So let's just keep that going now. We've got another minute left. So full inhalations, full exhalations. So this is bringing balance to both sides of the body. Bringing balance to the mind and body. So we're going to take one more round and then we're going to finish off on the left side. And whenever you get to that point, whenever you've finished off on the left side, you're just going to bring your hands, palms facing up on your knees and just continue to breathe steady for another 30 seconds. Just that same breath, full inhalation in and full exhalation out. Rush to get to the end, just finish off and then nice deep breathe in. Let's just take 2 more nice full inhales and exhales. And then bring your hands together, rub your hands together. Massage the face, up the nose, outside. Again, bringing the hands together. Thank you very much. Namaste. Well done. I hope you're feeling a little bit more stretched and calm. Leave your comments below, let me know how you got on, and we have one more beginner session next Saturday, and there is a full class on a Wednesday at 12 o'clock if you want to join in that. It's not too more advanced than this, maybe it flows a little bit quicker, but definitely suitable if you're starting off. So let me know how you got on, and I will see you soon. Bye.